Alright, what's up y'all, TakeoverFan here. As I talked about in today's video, we have a nice, very good value takeover perk for you that only takes about 30 minutes in 2K24. So, in today's video, I'm talking about Sponge. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys that I have it, but obviously we'll be showing you how to get it, not to mention the effect that it has on your gameplay too. So, in case you're curious of how to equip them, you come over to Takeover in the Progression tab. As you can see, it shows that you have it unlocked with Sponge right here. These takeover perks, they seem to be a little bit easier to get than years past, at least the good ones, but the easy ones seem to be kind of the same difficulty. So, anyway, with Sponge equipped, what you're going to be doing is getting takeover progress for your teammates doing things, aka you're just getting passive takeover gain. Now, I unfortunately don't have the footage of when I even unlocked this quest, but as you can see, I'm 4-2 in rec. Now, that's a whole nother story. Unfortunately, quitting out, like, if all 5 people quit, you take the L for it in this game. I am probably staying away from rec, to be real with you guys. I think 5v5 Pro-Am's looking really fire, too. And as you can see, I've been playing 3v3 Pro-Am. But regardless, that's not the point of the video. I just wanted to let you guys know that in less than 6 games, because I got it in about 5, I'm pretty sure, in 5 games of playing rec, I unlocked the ability to even get Sponge, like the quest equipped. So when you get the quest, it's gonna pop up here in the quest section, and it'll be inside. You'll see it at the top of the takeover perks ones. I actually very highly recommend you guys to go talk to everybody first, so that you can start earning the progress towards certain takeover perks like Saboteur, because you're gonna have to play on what's called these street ball courts. Now, let me go load up the footage real quick of the street ball courts. Alright, so as for unlocking it, I want to show you guys this because it's very key. It's so hard to know how to navigate these, like as far as the waypoints and stuff like that. There's too many of them pop up, but I wanted to tell you what to approach this first. So you don't need Saboteur, don't get me wrong. You don't need it to be able to get Sponge, but if you're in pursuit of maybe getting Accelerator throughout any point of the course of this year, I highly recommend you to talk to Shea Alexander first for the Saboteur quest, because you have to get every takeover perk in the game first to unlock Accelerator in 2K24. So if you want, boom, you can just talk to Shay over here. He's on the far left, so I'll just show you exactly where the waypoint is for him. He's over here on the left, but then the Sunset Park, or whatever this is up top, this is where you're going to get Sponge, so I'll show you that as well. But anyway, as you can see, for the Shay part of the Saboteur, you have to just get steals or blocks in any street ball court up to 40, and then steals or blocks up to any, like, you know, and you have to get 2 of them is all. You don't have to get all 4. So you just have to get 2 of these, and you can do it blocks and steals in any affiliation. So if you're a defender out there, you're gonna be able to get Saboteur real easy. We didn't make a video on that, obviously, but anyway, Sunset Park, where you need to get the Sponge, is up here at the top. So I'll zoom out a little bit on that. As you can see, it's at the top right here. So Shay on the left, Sunset Beach, or Sunset Park at the top. Sorry, I'm ingrained in this 2K community of 2K17 and 16. But anyway, as far as how this works, GTA heist board style, look at this thing. So you have to pick your teammates, or I should say, challenge your opponents first, and anybody that you beat will become your teammate after you beat them. And all you have to do, in terms of unlocking this, is beat 3 people. So, to rewind a little bit, I got a little bit ahead of myself right here. You gotta talk to this guy. So, as you can see, recruit 3 street ballers to your team, street baller bosses that is. Talk to Red Thompson at Sunset Park. You talk to him, you're gonna unlock, obviously, like I said, this little GTA heist board right here. So anyway, then you talk to Red over here, and you're gonna end up being able to either do one of the 2 things. So if you don't want to do the 3 games in this street ball mode right here, you can just win 25 games in any park affiliation. So that's another way of accessing this, but I think the 3 games is a little bit quicker, easier, and then for those 25 park games that you're playing, the next 25, you'll just have Sponge. So, in terms of what Sponge does for you, we will talk about that in just a second, but as far as my suggestion for what to do here, I would recommend targeting some of these people down at the bottom. I started with the top, and boy, do I tell you what, they were low-key freaking hard. Like, you're gonna see, I started with the guy in the top right, and boom, like, this is going all the way to 23 to 20. I mean, this Deadeye dude took me to game point right here. But anyway, I beat him, so he becomes someone I can pick as part of my teammates for the next one. So again, in stupid fashion, I picked the 5-0 guy at the top, which again is, as you can see, a 94 overall. But anyway, I picked Deadeye, and then I have to pick one of my scrubs again, like John right here, as my teammates. So he's a 68. It becomes a lot easier as you keep getting wins. But again, you only need to get 3 wins. So it's plenty capable. I actually even took a loss for that matter, by the way. But anyway, after my 3rd game, I want to show you guys, you can still get badge progression for this stuff, but quest complete, Sponge perk, you're able to get that. From there, to find the Takeover perk, come over to Takeover at the bottom right here, and you're going to be able to just go ahead and search for it, and then you're going to be able to go over to the right and get that sponge equipped. So you just tap A on it, it'll say equipped right here. You have to equip it on every player. And by the way, shout out to Zach Timmerman and the people at 2K. It's already been noted that if you got a Takeover perk on any build and then created a different one, or any old build that you had, you're gonna get those Takeover perks, or Mamba mentality or anything like that on all your other builds too. So you don't have to worry about rebirth this, rebirth that, and just like all the crazy shenanigans that we dealt with of years past. Anyway, I wanted to show you guys though, you can still get badge progression in here. My poster was getting progress, my fast feet, and like precision dunker, stuff like that. And all this stuff is still progressible in this mode. Just wanted to show you that. And then the reason that I told you should start the Saboteur quest before doing this as well is, as you can see, if you do the Street Ball quest, or even in the park, if you were just playing your park games, if you have the Saboteur one started with the progress, let's say you chose the 25 park games instead, right? In those 25 park games, if you get 40 steals, 40 blocks, or any progress toward that, you are gaining that toward even still getting closer to equipping Saboteur as something that you can get. And this one is really good too for the locks out there. So speaking of the locks, let me go ahead and show you guys why I think Sponge is really good for them, not to mention everybody else in the game. So we're gonna load up the first park gameplay that I even had of 2K24. Actually, you can see, I'll just scroll over to the left. It's the first game that we got. I was sitting here, we got a mascot pulling up, bro. You gotta be kidding me. But as you can see, this is literally the camera being all messed up too. Like, this is first game, 100%. But yeah, getting into the gameplay, I want to show you a couple key things. And again, changing the camera and everything. It does hitch a little bit when you're changing your camera, but for the most part, my quality was very good on the game. I heard Bonnie and Tonic complaining about hitching and like spiking and stuff like that sometimes, but I was feeling really, really solid. Now, we'll talk about the dribbling in a different point of the video. I actually am feeling really good, and I'll probably be dropping a video on this dribble style I'm running. But as you can see, Dot and Tonic right here. Now, this is for a midi for him. Obviously, I'd get some takeover without Sponge, but man, that's kind of crazy. I'm up to 28% on take off just an assist. Now, let me pan over to a part of the video which I believe is very, very close right here, I think, where this guy grabs the offensive rebound. And now I'm gonna run out to the perimeter, right? I'm like, okay, Tonic's got that held down. I'm running out to perimeter, no three, right there. So look at this. This is why I really want to key in on the Sponge factor for you guys. Sponge allows me to get takeover. 1% is all, but 1% for Tonic getting a good shot contest and a rebound. And then, as you can see, Tonic assisting Bonnie is gonna get me from 29% to 34. So I'm getting 5% off my teammates getting an assist to the other one. So for locks out there, or even just in general, if you're playing the game, this is such an easy takeover perk to get. It literally takes 3 freaking games against the CPU, man. And all you gotta do is just walk up to the top of the city. It's not even that bad. So, and actually, for that matter, you can take the bus if you want. But regardless, my point here is, picture I am a lockdown. Picture I'm a spot up, right? And let's say Tonic's my point guard. He's ISO-ing this, that, and the other, right? Or he's running pick and roll with... Okay, bad example. Let's say Bonnie's point guard and Tonic's the pick and roller. I'm over here spotted up in the corner. If I'm just sitting here as a role player for the majority of the game, and as you guys know, it's hard as a lockdown to get your takeover. It's so hard. It'll always be like that in every 2K. That's just how it is, because you're not involved offensively as much. So let's say Bonnie's my point guard, Tonic's my big man. They hit a slip, Tonic gets the pick and roll dunk, Bonnie gets the assist. This is what you're gonna be looking at every time. You're gonna be that spot up that's sitting over here in the corner. Instead of Tonic assisting Bonnie to 3, it'd be Bonnie assisting Tonic into the paint, and then boom, you'd be looking at a 5% takeover boost for doing nothing. Absolutely nothing. I mean, dude, that stuff stacks up. And then if you want to talk fives, like, think about Wreck, bro. That's crazy. And then obviously, as you can see, Bonnie gets the steal right there. I try and force a dunk meter and don't get it to go, so I unfortunately lose a bunch of takeover as well. But think about Wreck. Like, that's a huge deal, man. You're gonna be looking at a lot of like takeover that you passively get through other people doing things. Even just fast break that your center assists a different player on, whether it's, you being involved in the play, but maybe you were the hockey assist. Maybe you got a pass to assist where like you pass to Tonic, Tonic pass to Bonnie, and then Bonnie scores, right? Stuff like that. So as you can see, like, this one isn't going to give me like a crazy amount. It's still only 1%, but that's because I didn't get the assist or anything like that. And obviously no one else got the assist either. So I believe that's why you saw a massive 5% boost on that other one. because, you know, it was Tonic grabbing the rebound. It was 1% for that, and then like kicking it out to Bonnie in the corner. So Tonic gets an assist, Bonnie gets the score, I get 5%, they both get a ton as well. But 1% for Tonic just getting an unassisted hook right there. I know it looks minuscule, but it stacks up a lot, like for sure. And not to mention, it even still will help passively for stuff like this. If you're a ball dominant PG, just think you're getting an extra 1 or 2% for every shot that your teammate hits off an assist. It doesn't seem massive, but it still goes a long way for sure. So anyway, as you're going to see, I literally get my takeover to 92% off 3 assists and 1 rebound and a horrible layup take, which, as you could see, that layup take like really hurt my takeover for sure. Anyway, as far as the play that unlocked my takeover, it's a little driving kick to Tonic. He ends up fading to the midi. I go from 92% on my main takeover to 28% on my secondary take. Also, in case you didn't see how the takeover menu works, you push in your right stick and then you're gonna see a select icons right here of like the top. So B is to cancel it. That's what this red X means. It looks like some Mario Sunshine stuff, if anybody gets that reference. But anyway, physicals is RB and defense is LB. Keep in mind your bumpers are more like physical, kind of defensive guy oriented. A is your slasher, X is your shooting, and Y is your playmaking. So that is the guide on all that. And anyway, we're not going to show too much more of the gameplay, but as you guys are going to see, like, again, first gameplay out here, I didn't really hardly do anything, but I still got to take. So, I mean, this thing's looking fire. And this is something that is definitely of note. Look at this. 3 sponges on the court. I haven't seen in my 15 or so games, or not to mention the other 9 or 10 that we played in the 3v3 Pro-Am, I haven't seen a single other player than us with sponge. So, just keep that in mind. You're on a massive advantage against people if your whole squad is running something like this, and all it takes is y'all to just play the game as against CPUs for 30 minutes. Just do it together. You can help each other figure out where the quest is. You can, you know, put your boys on and tell them that LakerFan sent you. So anyway, that is all for the video. I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, feel free to drop a like, sub if you're new to noties, all that good stuff. And like always, try to want 2,000 likes. If you made it to the end of the video, put sponge or put perk in the comments, search sports all the way through. Shout out to Bonnie, shout out to Tonic. We've been killing it in this park stuff. I'll have more exciting gameplay than me having 2 points on 1 for 3, because again, this is my first game. I'm out here with Bronze Precision Dunker. It's not a wonderful sight, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, but we'll see. I'm gonna be grinding the build, obviously. I'll have like the badge grind tutorials as well, because I gotta say, grinding that Precision Dunker is feeling tough right now. I'll get you guys like methoded out. We'll talk about the playmaking dribble style that I had too. Let me find that real quick for you guys. Okay, actually I found it very quickly. So you're gonna see this is just one simple movement. It's me flicking to the right on my right stick and just run to the offhand, and as you're gonna see, that is some movement right there, bro. Like for a 6'8", that's moving really good. So it's so simple. It's as easy as that. It's one of the best dribble styles in the game you can get for the bigs, and it's at 75 speed of ball. So I will put you guys on in a video later today of that. Stay tuned. And other than that, I appreciate you watching. Take it easy, man. Peace.